Hey, hi Suma.
Right.
So in this video, we are going to talk about window function. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, and I will discuss about this. Okay, so if you can go here, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So in this video, we are going to understand about the Windows function. Okay, and before we understand the Windows functions, we'll understand why Windows function, what is the importance of it. Okay, so definitely when it comes to the basic of SQL, so as I
Mhm.
said, right, so we learn already about the DDML and all that
Yeah.
DDL, DMLs operations, and then we'll learn about the joins. And third important
Mm.
part is that the Windows functions. Okay, so
Mm.
why this is important, because even in the interviews they will ask you more questions on the Windows function. Okay,
Mhm.
second important thing is
Okay.
that you already watched one of my video, right, how that Windows functions help me to
Yes.
fix some duplicate data and all that stuff. So there's a lot of use of this. So even in when you work in real time projects, so this Windows
Mm.
functions will help you a lot in so doing some production fixes, some data migrations. In that case it will really help you. Okay, so these are the two important things. Okay, and that's the reason Windows function is very important topic for us. Okay, so
Mm.
with the help of that, there's a lot of things that we can do: remove the duplicates, running totals, and all that. And what is the Windows functions over group by? Okay, so we'll understand this. So before we understanding why Windows functions, so there's group by function is already there, right? So with the help of group by function also we can do the same things. Then why we need the Windows functions, that we'll understand. Okay, so
Mhm.
I will share with you one situation. Okay, one scenario, and with that real time scenario, we'll try to
Mm.
understand this. Okay, so I will tell you the one situation. Okay, right? So I'm adding a employee name as a Nilima. Okay,
Mm.
Nilima Pawar. Okay, so my wife name. Okay, so I'll tell you the situation. Okay,
Mm.
so she has to go to the office. She has to go to the office just 5 days in a month. Okay, so let's say this
Mm.
is Monday, then Tuesday, then Wednesday, then Thursday, and then Friday. Okay, so these are the 5 days. So she has to go to the office only 1 week in a month. Okay, so
Mm.
I'm adding employee name as same name. Okay, so generally
Mm.
we add a employee ID, right, not a name. But here to
Yeah,
understand
yeah.
the examples, I'm adding this. Okay, so
Mm.
don't worry on that part. So these are the day, okay, which day she goes to our office. And her the rule for her company is that now she has to, by end of this 5 days, okay, she has to complete the 30 hours, okay, in office. So on an
Mm.
average she has to complete 6 hours every single day to office. Okay,
Mm.
so that should be the
Mm.
average. Okay, but
Okay.
there is one rule for them: they have some flexibility in time. Okay, even
Mm.
every day they don't have to spend 6 hours, maybe they can do the up and down. Okay, so
Mm.
end of
Mm.
the day, end of this week, they just have to complete the 30 hours. That is the rule. Okay, and now I also have the office. Okay, so I have to go to the office 2 days in a week. Okay, so
Mm.
that's create the problem. Okay, so we have to take care of our daughter. Okay, she
Yeah.
is to go into the school and then uh,
Mm.
um, so this 2 days creates conflict for us actually. So how
Mm.
we going to manage these 2 days? So for these 2 days, let's say Monday and Tuesday I used to go to the office. Okay, so these 2 days, how my wife used to manage: so she go to the office in the first hours early mornings around 8, and she
Mm.
try to complete the 4 hours. Maybe she used to come around 12 or 12:30 or some
Mm.
one around 1. And I used to drop my daughter to school and she pick up her from the school.
Mm.
And at the same times, I go to the office and I go from 1 to 10 p.m. to the office. So this is how for the 2 days we are
Mm.
going to manage. Okay. So
Yeah.
this is actually not happening. So in her case, it's happened like this. She used to complete the 4 hours years and 4 hours years. Okay.
Mm.
Okay,
Got it.
and then next 3 days I'm at home, so I used to handle my daughter. So in that case, she just try to complete that 6 hours. So here what she do some extra hours, 8, and here she used to do some
Mm.
extra hours. Okay, so just
Mm.
to understand in details, maybe I will create here the 3.5 hours, and here I will what I can do is 4.5. 5 hours. Got it?
Hmm. Yeah,
And
yeah, got it.
instead of
Yeah.
8, I will make it as a 7.5, and here I will
Hmm.
make it as 8.5 hours.
Hmm.
Got it? And if
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
do the sum of this, it becomes 30, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Got it?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, based on this data, so this is her actual hours, okay? This is hours that
Hmm.
actually they're
Yeah.
expect, and this is what the ideal situation actually, but that not
Hmm.
happens, right? It's up and down. Even that is happens with anyone, right? Sometimes they can spend more time,
Hmm.
sometimes they can less time in the office based on the their some personal or medical
Yeah.
priorities, right? So this
Hmm.
was the scenario. Okay, now we'll create one SQL table and we'll try to understand this. Okay,
Hmm.
so let me create table. I will take one table. Okay, let's say I will take the SQL work experience, not problem. Create table employee details. Okay, here I will go with uh, employee details ID column, that is identity 1 1, that is integer. Okay, then employee name and where care not max is not
If we
required.
are if we
Hmm?
are preparing only one table, we can skip on putting primary key. Can we skip on
Yes, yes,
that?
yes, 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 we can do that. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
because of the
Yeah,
some standard practice I'm doing this, but you can
yeah, yeah.
ignore that. That is not a problem. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, got it. Yeah.
day, which day, that. So for if you want day, this is this is system defined function, system defined keyword, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you want this as a column, there's option that you can put into the square bracket and it will work for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So
Also, I wanted to know like how we could use date, the date format. Is it like a different concept only?
date format,
Yeah,
date,
yeah.
right?
Like if we want to, yeah, like in a table, if we want to add like dates.
Date. Yeah, so for date there is you can add the same way I will show you. Okay, so let's say a day, instead of the day I'm adding is a varchar, right? So let's say instead of that, if I want to add as a day, so I will that also add here. Okay, so your, let's say date time is the function, date time is the data type that you will have to use. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so we'll
Okay.
cover this as well here. Okay, so let
Yeah,
me
yeah, yeah.
add let's say day and a day name. Let's say it's a day name.
Hmm.
Okay, and then what I want
Why did
hours.
you add like day, date, time? Like,
Okay, I will tell you.
yeah.
So day name I have added just for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And just to cover
That I
your out,
understood.
yeah,
Hmm.
just to cover your scenario. So instead of Monday, I will add a
Hmm.
date. So that is my Monday. What is the date for Monday? Let's say last week. We'll take a last week, right? So this is my date.
Hmm.
So we'll add this date, 25th August,
Hmm.
26th August, like that. Got it?
Yeah.
Or maybe if we can consider this week, we'll add this date.
Hmm.
That's why.
Okay.
Hmm?
Hmm.
Got it?
Yeah, yeah.
And then what we want, actual hours. Okay, actual hours. Again, I will put this in integer. Okay, got it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I will create the table, insert into table. Okay, then day name, let's say it's Monday, and in a day, let's say If you go and do get date function will help you to get the current date. Okay, so if you just go here and run, you'll get the current date. Got it?
Okay.
So I will just copy paste here, but instead of this I will put as 8 August, right? And let's say it's August, right? So it's a 25th August. Okay, Monday to Friday, 25th August. I will add as a 25th. Got it? On that time factor I will remove, so it will take by default. And then on Monday, let's say she has 3.5 hours. Okay, so 3.5 hours. Let me go and try to insert this. Okay, good. One row inserted. Select the star from. Okay, so what happened here? This correct, this correct. It takes by default time 000, but it's added 3, right? Why it's added 3? Because we have taken the data type as integer, right? So instead of that, if we take a float, so it will give me 3.5, right?
Yeah.
So what I will do here, drop table if exist. So drop table you know, right? But drop table if exist you don't know, right? So if exist, we'll just check if the drop table is available. Only in that case it will delete. Okay, drop table, right? But I in one video I have added if exist, right? So you ask me, right, why this added? So it is safe, right? Because see, sometimes if this table is not, so I will tell you why you need this. Okay, Control X. Now if I put here 1, I will get the error, right? Because that table is not available, or you don't have, they cannot drop because it does not exist or something like that. So if it is exists, in that case only delete, otherwise don't delete. So if I add if exists, it's a safe query, so it will not give the any error. So this is productions and the real time. In the corporate world, we use this if statement, so it will not give any error when it execute on the production. Okay, got it? So now I will, so going forward, we will use this if exist as a safe aside, right? So drop table if exist. Got it? And now I'm executing this. Okay, and now I'm adding this, and now I'm going to do this. You can see that 3.5 is coming right now. I will 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now Monday instead of Monday. Tuesday. Then Wednesday. Thursday. Actually, I should keep this data handy. The scripts, maybe we can save some time, but I will take care next time. Okay.
Yeah.
10, 11, and 12. Okay, here it's 4.5, is 7.5, here it's 8.5, and here is again 6, I think so. Correct? 3.5, 4.5, 7.5, 8.5. Okay, thoda upar niche ho gaya, that's fine. And this. Okay, so I will insert this. Okay, sounds good. Now I will tell you some interesting fact. Okay, so now tell me. Okay, so I want to do from this is the actual data. Okay, so based on this employee, I want to find if that employee, okay, the Nilima, have completed the uh, um, has she completed 30 hours in this week, that I have to find out. So how I can do that sum? Any idea on the group by
Aggregate
function?
functions?
Yes, aggregate functions, right?
Aggregate.
Which
Yeah,
function?
sum.
Sum, correct.
Sum.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I can go and do a sum of, right, actual
Yeah.
actual actual hours, right? What is syntax for sum?
Yeah, that select sum.
Hmm?
It's correct. As we have to write as here after sum actual hours.
Right, right.
as
Total hours. Done.
total hours. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it will work.
Yeah.
Good. Now I have to put the employee name as well, right?
Hmm.
Employee
We
name.
just need to select. Yeah.
Now I will get this. Okay, so now why we are getting this error? Any doubt? Any guess?
Employee name.
Because see, we have to
Maybe.
do when we are doing a group by, right? So we are doing a group by for
Mm-hmm.
this. So we are just doing the sum of this. And by doing
Hmm.
sum of this, we are just counting all these 5 rows and we are putting as 30, right? So we are getting only
Hmm.
one row, right? We are doing grouping.
Yeah.
We are doing grouping of
Grouping.
these,
Yeah.
right? But
Hmm.
we are getting the total hours here, right? Total hours.
Hmm.
But here what is problem is that, so they are saying for employee name, you are adding employee name in your result set. But for employee name, there are the 5 rows, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Right. So for the employee name,
Right.
there's a 5 rows. I mean, like this. So
Got it. Yeah.
how the SQL is troubling, the SQL is not understanding how we can, doing this, how I can share you the
Hmm.
result set with you for this. So you are doing a group by, right? So you are using the aggregate function
Hmm.
to do this. So what you can do with this? How what you
Group
can do
by.
with group by, correct? So for this
Yeah.
column you have to do a group by, then and
Hmm.
only then it will work, right? So you have to
Got
go
it.
ahead and
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
to do a group
And
by
then add group by employee name.
perfect. So now in this
Yeah.
case it will work. Now you will get the
Yeah.
Nilima is a employee and her total is
Got it.
this, right? So
Yeah.
always remember your column, these columns, let's say there's the 2 columns, so this column should be
Hmm.
satisfied, that is at least it should go with the aggregate function, and the remaining column should be as a part of your group by.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. Now I want to add one more thing. Okay, so I want to see if that Nilima is completed the 5 days in her for this week, if Nilima is completed 5 days or not. So you got
Hmm.
the total hours, right? You got the
Hmm.
total hours, but I want to check if she
Hmm.
is completed the 5 hours in 5 days or not. That I want to check.
Hmm.
Maybe
Hmm.
instead of 5 days,
Yeah.
if she can come to the office for 4 days, and even if she completed the 30 hours, that
Hmm.
should not that should not be the case. She has to finish the 5 days, right?
Hmm.
Maybe some employees
Hmm.
smarts and they can do just in 3 days. If they can come work for 10 hours every single day,
Hmm.
even they can do the
Hmm.
30 hours, right? But that should not
Hmm.
be the case. They want every employee should complete the 5 days in that week,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So how we
Hmm.
can find that count of the total? if
Count.
i if I do, yeah, count. If I do the count and let me add one as total dates,
Hmm.
sorry, this I have to keep here.
Hmm.
And again, I'm doing a group by employee name. Okay, so I got the
Hmm.
total days is 5, I got the total hours is 30. Okay, now one more thing that I want to do, that
Hmm.
I want to get the average hours. What should be the
Average.
yeah, average,
AVG.
correct.
Yeah.
And what should I take? Column
Hmm.
actual hours, right?
Us. Yeah.
As
Yeah.
yeah, correct, as average
Average
hours,
hours.
actual hours,
Hmm.
right? And if
Yeah.
I go here, then if I do this,
Hmm.
I will do one more thing. Select start from employee details just to understand data in detail. Okay, now you understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got uh, all the details, right? So the Nilima,
Hmm.
the employees have completed the 5 days in office.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
and her
Hmm.
total hours is 30, and her average actual hours is 6, and that is expected, right? So this is the rule,
Hmm.
right? You have to complete the 6 hours in office every
Hmm.
single day. That
Yeah.
should be the average. Okay, up and down is happens, that's fine, but you have to complete the 30 hours end of the week.
Hmm.
Okay, and you have to finish the 5 days. Okay, now
Yeah.
using this group by also we can achieve these results, right? Then what is the
Hmm.
need of Windows functions? So using the Windows functions also we will achieve these results. Okay, but what is the if I'm getting all these results using the group by, right? So now we understand the situation and scenario, and we achieved using the group by. Okay, so we are
Hmm.
understanding Windows functions over group by. Okay,
Hmm.
so now where we can achieve these results, right, using the group by.
Hmm.
But then what is the
Yeah.
need of Windows functions, right? So that we are going to understand it. Isn't it
Hmm.
interesting?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now tell me, okay, yeah, now if I execute only this, okay, so if you understand this, you can understand that, right? That Nilima has completed the 30 hours in a week. She completed in a 5 days. She also in the office for the 5 days. And obviously, based on these two scenarios, her average is 6 hours. Okay. But in
Hmm.
the group by, what is happening? You're losing the row level data. Okay, right? You are
Hmm.
getting on a group level data, but you are losing the row level data, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't understanding here, you're
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
understanding on the Monday what time,
Hmm.
how much time she
Hmm.
spend in office, on Tuesday how much time she is spending in office, like that. So here you can get only
Hmm.
hours, okay, but in group by you are not getting this, right? So I want something, okay, something like that, that I don't want to lose on a row level data as well, but at the same times also I want, to understand the sum, the count, and the average. Okay, so here is the your Windows
Hmm.
functions come into the picture. Okay, so we'll understand first the Windows function syntax, and
Hmm.
based on that we'll understand in detail, wow, what is that Windows function, why we call it as a Windows
Hmm. Hmm.
function. Okay, so let me copy this and I have to put here. Okay, from imply, so let me remove the group by, let me remove everything here. Okay, let's call star and simply we'll take sum. Okay, sum. So for this sum, we are using the Windows function. So how Windows functions is work with the Windows function is work with the or clause. Okay, so I'm doing sum of actual
Hmm.
hours. Okay,
Okay.
or or is the clause, and here you have to give as order by. Okay, so
Hmm.
let's say order by, we will give maybe we can give as a day, right? Because this is
Hmm.
day means Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? So
Yeah.
this, and I will call this as again as total hours.
Hmm.
Okay, total hours underscore using window function. Okay, now I will run this and let's see what we are getting. Can you see that now? It's a 3.5 first day, second day it's 3.5 plus 4, 8, again 8 plus 0.5. Okay, every day.
Hmm.
So it's
Yeah. Yeah.
giving me the running total, right?
Yeah.
It is giving me the running total. Okay, so
Hmm.
that is the use of this um,
Window
window function,
function.
right? So how
Hmm.
window function is work, your same syntax. Okay, only instead of that doing
Hmm.
the sum on the this, okay, you are providing some window, right? So you are saying this or use this
Over.
or, and
Hmm.
this is order by, you are putting some order by in order to do that additions, right? So you are saying just do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That
Hmm.
order is very important because based on that order it will do the sum, right? So you are getting the running
Okay.
total, and that is the power of that Windows
Hmm.
function. Okay, so that is one benefits, but there is a lot of benefits that will
Got it.
understand in detail. But just to understand, I have taken this example. So now you
Hmm.
understand this, right? So
Got it. Yeah.
how it takes this running total. Okay, so
Hmm.
there are the two more things. Okay, so when you are doing Windows functions, so you using the or clause, you can give some windows for this. Okay, so now this is for one employee, that's why I'm not able to explain you about the
Hmm.
how we can do this for multiple employee, and that will
Hmm.
understand in later, but right now just understand this. Okay,
Got it.
now
Yeah.
same thing we will do for count as well. Okay, so I will take this count again. Okay,
Okay.
and so that I will get count one as a total days,
Hmm.
and I will mark this as okay. Can you help me with the syntax? Count one or
Hmm. Over. Okay. Order by. Again, order by. Okay.
Yeah. Let me give a comma here.
Mm.
Got it? So for the
Mm.
same functions, right? Count, total, the same functions I'm using, but just I'm
Mm.
passing the over clause. I removed the group by
Mhm.
here, right? So I'm giving the over clause and order by day again do over by, and I will get the total days. And if you go, oh,
Mm.
can you guess what will be the output for this count here?
5, like
But
5.
how? In the first row, what you will get? In second row, what you will get? In third row, what you will get?
It's like 1, 1, 1, right? Like 1,
No
1,
problem.
2, 2
Let's
plus 1. I don't know.
right,
Maybe.
right. You're correct.
Yeah.
So you are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
it's a running total you are getting. Why
Mm,
you
yeah.
are getting the running total? Because see, order by day, you are doing the order by day. So Monday, Tuesday,
Mm.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So Monday you completed 1 day, Tuesday you completed 2 days,
Mhm.
Thursday you
Mm.
completed 3 days, right? Sorry,
Yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The same way you are getting, right? So this is
Mm.
how it work. So if you know the rows between, okay, so there is rows between, how it works. Okay, I don't
Mm.
want to get into the more details in order to not get confused. Okay, so but how
Mm.
it's work by default, it's a rows between unbounded preceding
Mhm.
and
Mm.
unbounded. It's working with unbounded preceding and current row. Okay. So how it is working? So for first row, it will take precedence from, so for first row, there is no precedence row, right? So it will take as a 1.
Mm.
In the second row, it will count first and second row. In third row, it will count
Mm.
first, second, and third. In fourth row, it will count as the first, second, and third, and fourth, the same way, right? So by default, even if you not pass this, it will work the same, okay? If I run this,
Yeah. Yeah.
I will get the same results, okay? Even if I pass here,
Mm.
okay? So this is the default value, okay? You got it now?
Mm.
So you'll get the
Got it.
same
Got it.
results, running
Mhm.
total, running totals. Okay. So
Mhm.
just to understand, okay, I'm just control chat. I don't want to make more confusion, so I'm removing this. Okay. We'll understand this also later, because based on the scenarios, we need this as well. Okay. We can't
Mhm.
skip that, but just to help you understand, this is what it by default it to go with the current rows. On preceding means always it will go
Mhm.
from the first row to current row, first row to current row.
Got
Okay,
it.
that's
Yeah.
why we are getting this. Now, yeah, the question for you. Okay, that might be a bit complicated, so don't worry. But I
I
know
was
you're
going to ask you that question.
okay.
Yeah.
Just as a maths expert, I can ask you this question.
No, I'm not expert.
Don't worry, no problem.
Yeah.
No problem. We'll try to figure out that. Okay.
Yeah.
So we are using again the same thing. Okay. Coffee
Mhm.
and just putting here.
Hmm.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, no
So,
problem. Okay, now if we go and run this, okay, the same thing happen. Okay, so sorry, here, no,
mm.
all right, so it will do a running average. Okay, for every single row it
Mhm.
will do the running average.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I
Mm.
go ahead and run this, we'll get the same thing. Okay, can you see that for first row it's a 3.5, right? For second row it's a 3.5 plus 4, it becomes 8
Mhm.
divided by 2, so it becomes
Mhm.
4. For third it's
Yeah.
a 4.55 something, then for 6 and 6. So end of the day,
Mhm.
even
Yeah.
average, that's we are getting here in the group by, the same average, right? So it's a uh, group by, it's a 6, right? In a group by.
Mhm.
So we are
Yeah.
getting in the last row we are getting the same, right?
6.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so
Like
it's a total days 5. So we are getting the total
30
5 days.
divided by 5. Yeah.
Exactly, correct. So
Yeah.
that total day is 5 that we are getting here in the last row. So total house is 30.
Mhm.
That's we are getting in the last row. So you are getting the
Hmm.
same results, but in the group by you are losing the row level data, and in group by sorry in
Got it.
Windows functions you are getting that all that running totals. So that is the interesting part of this row function. Okay, got it?
Got
So
it.
far so clear?
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
so now we covered, right? So why Windows function is important, because in interview they'll
Hmm.
ask in real-time production issues fix, you need this. Okay,
Hmm.
so a lot of
Hmm.
videos will come on this part as well, right? So one is already shared with you, right? So you have already watched that, how to remove the duplicates, and you come to know, right, about that running totals, how that running totals comes here, right? This is the running
Hmm.
total 1 2 3 4 5, this is
Yeah.
right. So you are getting the running
Hmm.
totals, you are not losing the row level data, and that we
Hmm.
covered, right? So how the window functions over group by, right?
Hmm.
Now there's
So,
categories.
does this mean like if we get any questions on aggregate functions, we are going to use window function like to
No, the
solve
based on
any
the based
query?
on the requirement, based on the requirement. If they ask
Okay.
you, just tell me the based on this data. Okay, if they ask you, you
Mhm.
just tell me the average based on this. They just, tell me the average hours or total hours. You
Yeah,
can go with the group by. But if they ask you,
yeah.
give me the running totals, I want running totals. Or there are
Mm-hmm.
some scenarios, right? So to get the yen salary, remove the duplicates, all that stuff. So
Hmm.
in that case, we'll go with this row
Okay.
number functions. Okay, so we'll cover in details when to
Got it.
use what.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, yeah.
perfect. So see, so there are the 3 to 4 categories. Okay, that for this Windows function. So one is we already
Hmm.
covered. Okay, so first is aggregate Windows function.
Hmm.
Okay, so this aggregate
Yes, sir.
functions we already covered: average, mean, max, count, right?
Max
So
count.
min, max,
Yeah.
that we can cover. Okay, but sum
Yeah,
and
yeah.
average and the counts, that were covered, right? So now assignment
Hmm.
for you, that just go with one scenario and to find out the mean and max. Okay, for the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
scenario you can go and just find out the mean and max. Okay, so how
Yeah.
it works and behaves, just let me know.
Hmm.
Okay, so this is assignment for you. Okay,
Hmm.
so this is
Okay.
first part. Okay, aggregate Windows function. Okay, in the next session we'll understand again the very interesting part. Okay, that
Hmm.
the second part of this is the ranking Windows functions. Okay, so how to use this rank, row number, rank, dense rank, tile, you know, in order to get some ranking and some
Hmm.
salaries, some important favorite important questions that we'll understand in the next session, right? Using this rank,
Okay.
dense rank, what is the difference between this rank, dense rank, and the row numbers,
Hmm.
that we'll understand in the next session. Okay,
Hmm.
and then one more category, right? That it's value window function. Okay, so these are
Hmm.
the value functions where it's go to the lead and the lag, how you can fetch the value from the previous column and next
Hmm.
column. So that is come under the lead and lag, first value, last value, nth value, all that stuff. So this is the third
Okay.
category of the Windows function that will also
Hmm.
understand in details. And there is one more fourth category, which is on advanced level actually. So to be honest,
Hmm.
so far even I haven't used this, okay, in my projects or in my real time day-to-day work.
Okay.
But this is what the fourth category. So maybe
Yeah.
we'll skip, or maybe we can create one
Yeah,
session
yeah,
for
yeah.
this later, because considering
Hmm.
our basic, we'll just cover these 3 topics, and maybe later we'll cover this fourth topic. Okay,
Hmm.
so don't worry on that part. Even if these
Oh.
3 topics is very important for us from the interview point of view or from the work point of view. Okay, when you work
Hmm.
in a real time in corporate world, these functions will use heavily. Okay, so we'll cover these three
Yeah.
points. Okay, so this is first point we have already covered. Okay, any
Hmm.
questions on this aggregate Windows functions, why Windows functions, how it works, or the group by and all that stuffs? Everything is clear?
Oh. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Perfect. I want you to do more practice with the same scenario. Okay,
Hmm.
and at the same times I want you to learn this min and max using this aggregate function. So that means we are
Hmm.
covered with this one scenario. Okay,
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
tomorrow's sessions we'll understand about this ranking Windows functions. Again, it's very interesting
Hmm.
part, interesting topic, and I will share with you that some interesting interview questions that they will ask you based on this ranking functions. Okay, so we'll
Yeah,
understand
yeah.
this tomorrow. Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Let me stop the recording.